If you want to get hired for 17 days in a new country, just please keep watching. No, it's actually not exactly 100% true, because 17 days were the exact amount of days from the moment when I moved to the country until the moment I got my first job, like offer job. But before that, I actually was invited to the interviews. Like I flew here and there from Poland to Germany to actually try to pass the interview and just get hired. But unfortunately, it didn't work out well. Maybe it is to some extent related that also my German was not quite good by then. I will also link it down below my video about learning German, so check it out. And so this is not a black magic, that's actually possible to do that. The first thing I want to say is that you have to learn German. This is not something extraordinary that you would not understand, but I mean, maybe many people actually think that they will live without German language with moving to Germany, but unfortunately here the situation is the following. I mean, maybe you will not need German very much in the office, but maybe you will. I mean, nobody knows. There are many cool companies which actually have English language inside of the office as like second language, or they have multiple languages if it's a very big international company. But it also happens that the company is quite cool and they pay you well, but you must communicate German only, and this will be a shame if you will not start early enough before moving here. So what I did, I learned German something like approximately 8 months in advance. Before my first interview, I started learning it in Austrian Institute in Poland, and it helped me a lot. And by the time of my first interview, I had already like quite confident B1. So it was enough for me to pass this interview in two languages, like English and German, but I was worried a lot, and in the end they just offered this job to the other guy by the internal recommendation. That's what they said. But anyway, later you will benefit from knowing German in many ways, including bureaucracy here. So just make sure that you kind of take care of that good time in advance. You should make yourself visible on all hiring platforms in Germany. They are, for example, here in Germany is xing.com, it is monster.de, it is also LinkedIn, but to feel like smaller extent. I will also link some other platforms down below, but these are, I mean, to be honest, 80% of all of my interviews or all of the agents who were contacting me, they were through xing.com. This is a quite cool platform. I wouldn't say you need the premium version very much, only if you're looking for this job really badly, then the premium will actually give you some benefits and it's worth a shot. And especially you don't need it for a long time. I mean, job search in Germany with this shortage of professionals here, of like, you know, high educated professionals, I don't think it will take you more than a couple of months of search. Actually, about this agents, I was actually quite surprised how they operate. I mean, many of them are actually sitting in London, and they just they are looking for candidates on all of these hiring platforms, and they just call you and they just make sure that you want to attend this and that interview. They kind of make sure that the employer is actually covering the cost of travel, and that is quite cool. I mean, why not? The point is they get, of course, they get a reward for finding you, something like 1 or 2 your monthly salary, so it's quite a good, payoff for that. And that is why it's very popular kind of way of headhunting here. I mean, I faced it only here in Germany, because in Poland it was a little bit different. I mean, there was no agent ever calling me in Poland, but I've been looking for a job in Poland a little longer than in Germany. So don't ignore those agents who will call you. Maybe some of them will bring you your future job. You should take care of your documents in advance and also during your stay in Germany when you already moved here, because the problem is that it may take a while until the moment you actually have your working visa, or until the time you have your blue card, because for example for me, I mean, that's actually insane here with this immigration offices. When you you're not allowed to even come there in person. You must call there to make an appointment, and normally the appointment, the nearest, like the fastest appointment you may get, will happen not earlier than in 3 months. So basically, when you want to start, if you want to start working as soon as possible, you have to go to this immigration office immediately, like directly from the plane. And only then you have a chance to actually start working earlier than in half a year. So don't wait until you have a job. Just go ahead and start your immigration, like legalization process already right away when you just entered the country. That's my recommendation, because for me it actually costed me 3 monthly salaries just to wait like this and wait until they will give me all of the kinds of permissions and description of my job and all kinds of stuff. Seriously, you don't want to hear about it. So this is my advice. Just make sure you put this package of your documents ready, and just be ready to proceed anytime when you have this appointment from them. Speaking of the legalization, I don't know if you guys, where are you guys from, because you never wrote it down in the comment section, but if you're from Eastern Europe, there is a type of visa that you can make for yourself, not Eastern Europe only. I think there are more countries who can apply for this kind of visa. It is called a visa for job search. It is issued once in a lifetime for everybody who wants to get it, and it is for 6 months without possibility to prolong it. And you cannot work with this visa, but you can come here and legally stay inside of the country and look for this job. So after you found a job, the employer will give you like further documents. With these documents you go to immigration office, and then you kind of change your status from this visa basis stay or to something else, like work visa, like some blue card or things like that. So yeah, maybe this job search visa will also be some new information for you if you didn't know that before. Please let me know in the comment section down below, how did you find your job in Germany, and how are you looking for it if you are still in process. And thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Bye bye.